please, and good people, please, how do you get the drivers who are plying the roads, whether they are truck drivers or they are regular taxi or bus, how do you get them to, I don't want to say reduce the amount of alcohol they take or they consume, to stop entirely? Well, let's hear from you. As always, turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear, please do not make mention of it.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
All right, first message here says, Jude, if there is a random drug testing in Port Harcourt, trust me, Jude, even the political class, the managers of companies will be found wanting. So I say yes, because many road drivers in Port Harcourt are really on substances. There is no way to deter drivers from taking substances. In fact, as companies have trademarked their brand, so is taking liquor, the trademark of some drivers right now from Woji. And that is a very disturbing notion. The fact that people actually know that, look, you get to the parks, people are drinking 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning, they are drinking. And then you want to ferry people from Port Harcourt to Abua Odua, from Port Harcourt, you want to get to Ahoda, from Port Harcourt, you want to get to Umuahia, from Port Harcourt, you want to get to Wari, from Port Harcourt, you want to get, to Akwa Ibom. And you are drinking. And the reason you give is, if you not drink, your eye not go open. Good sirs and ladies, I am no doctor, but it may seem as though you are an addict. It may just seem that you are an addict. Just think about it for a second. Just think about it for a second. Because these trucks tipping over, it's not like, I know the irony, the roads that they have been tipping over are not bad roads. They've been close to the bridges. Clear roads. Divine is in Woji. Divine, good morning to you, please.
So, Mr. G, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. At times, you enter some vehicles, some buses, going far, some not too going far, maybe some of them within the state too. You see them buy this sachet squadron. They just tear it and soak into their mouth, jam the it, and they keep driving. And when you try to confront them, driver, this is not like, oh, God, leave me, I did for steering you.
Can you imagine?
Steering, you are drinking, and you're telling me leave you, that you are driving. Why will I leave you? On occasion, I had tried to stop. I calmed down, and they don't want my money. If I was making trouble, fighting, I just calmed down, take another vehicle. Even the one I'm taking next, I don't even know whether that one drank his own before picking it, but at least sure. The one I entered that I was drinking, I have stepped down from it.
Yeah, step down from the car.
It's not that. There are some people that will tell you, oh, God, if I'm making it drive now, for passengers are even part of the problem. So if I'm making it drive now, and only in one, which is very wrong. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much, Divine. Divine says it's very wrong. Sometimes, maybe because you are in a hurry to get to your location, you are not paying a lot of attention to what the driver has done or is doing in the process of ferrying you. Fortunately, I've never been in a vehicle where the driver, whilst on the steering, takes the sachet into his mouth. I've never seen it. I've not seen it. But I've heard some of you have. We'll be back after this break. This wonderful Wednesday morning. The temperatures between 26 to 28 degrees centigrade. Cloudy weather is expected with a chance of rainfall between 2 and 3 p.m. Now, I don't know if it's raining in your part of Port Harcourt, but right now, no rain in this area. But once again, temperatures between 26 to 28 degrees centigrade with chances of rainfall from about 3 p.m. today. And with that, I'd like to welcome you back to Hello Port Harcourt. Our final conversation is about DUIs, driving under the influence. There is a chance, maybe a slim chance, some would even say maybe a higher than slim chance, that someone who is listening to us right now in Port Harcourt is under the influence whilst at the steering wheel. It could be your uncle, it could be your dad, it could be your driver, it could also be your mother, it could also be your sister or your wife. The point here is, it is not as rare as we think, particularly amongst commercial drivers. Notice I said women, yes, because along the stretch of the Rumo Sea and the Rumokoro axis, there are a lot of female commercial drivers. They are driving taxis. These days, minibuses are very popular amongst the female commercial business owners or taxi drivers, however you want to call them. Those minibuses are a huge hit. One, they are automatic vehicles, so they require less stress to change gears while they are driving, and small tanks make for big businesses. But whilst we are here, let's not pretend that we haven't seen some female drivers also taking just before they start their vehicles. So 2 questions. What, pray tell, ladies and gentlemen, do you think can and must be done, emphasis on must, right, to challenge, to stem the tide of alcohol addiction amongst drivers? And 2, would random drug testing, and this is not just for alcohol, random drug testing amongst these drivers, would it help to tackle substance abuse? 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Amo is speaking to us from Uniport. Good morning to you and welcome, please.
Yes, morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Yes, so we talk about alcohol when driving. It's a very bad thing because I've been driving for 34 years now.
Wow.
And I've never entered my steering with alcohol. Any day I want to drive, I will not drink. When I'm outside my job, I can take anything I want to take. But not when you're in the steering. There's nothing that will make you to tell me that while you're driving with your eye will be the same thing while you're driving with alcohol. There's a big difference. And how can they make this thing? It's not by this taking sachet or taking this in the park. Some people can take from their house.
True.
But the only advice is that we should not drink while we are driving. It kills. So we should be aware that monitoring this thing is to go to the park. You should have an agency that can monitor people in the park. That can even go to your mouth when you are drinking, when the perceived alcohol in your hand, they have a fund for that. It will reduce it. Not that by selling the alcohol. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Almo. Thank you, and keep driving safely. Zion is in GRA. Zion, good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, Jude, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Asking for a random test, I will say no.
Okay.
We don't need it because that may lead to victimization. Don't forget, some of us here will depend on our roots for healing. And most of these our roots, the solution that gives the juice out of it is alcohol. And I've been advised to take it based on tradition, based on this is what I believe.
Okay.
So if I take 1 or 2 shots as being prescribed by the man who prepared it for me, and I'm driving, will you come and victimize me that I'm under influence?
Yeah, but you see, shouldn't you not take it before driving? That's the question. Because that 1 or 2 shots.
I took up to gauge. That is the dosage. 1 shot or 2 shots. That is the dosage.
Okay, all right. Zai, let me ask you. Now, so let's agree you've just taken 1 or 2 shots as prescribed by the traditional practitioner, right? And it helps. But who's to say that 1 or 2 shots doesn't have more alcohol than the roots, than the herbs?
No, does it dosage? No. Yes, you may perceive the aroma on my mouth. Your test may prove that, yes, I just took this thing. You end up being victimizing me.
There's a device. There's a device, Zion, called the breathalyzer. What the breathalyzer?
That is it. Now, that breathalyzer will detect that I just took 1 shot.
No.
I cannot escape it. But what I took is a medicine to heal me from malaria, from fever, from stomach ulcer, and so on.
Okay.
What about people who are driving under the influence of quarreling with their wives? Driving under the influence of heartbreak? Different illness? Or do you think driving under influence only alcohol? Psychologically, it's involved. Mental is involved. A lot is involved. So the only thing is, the road safety should check these drivers who are driving. Are they trained? What are their certificates? What are their ID that yes, they are trained? Let's be honest, most of these accidents is not on alcoholic influence. Most of these drivers don't know how to drive. So I feel that in most of this discourse, it should be balanced. It should not be biased for people taking alcohol. Mama Nijoman from Bayelsa State, we take it out of us, especially a period like this, because of cold. You want to go to the river under the rain. You want to go to the farm under the rain.
You could take hot tea. You could take hot tea.
That is you. The hot tea is somebody else's alcohol. That is the problem we have.
Interesting.
When they give it to us, we celebrate their own. And our own, we demonize it. Who told you the tea you are taking have intoxications in it?
Wait, hold on. Are you saying there are no local herbs that people can just boil and still drink? That it has to be alcohol to warm the body up.
Your own to boil. I want to soak my own in alcohol. That's what I want. My prescriber told me this is the best. He has prepared it and looked at this is the best. So don't use your own to disturb my own. Rather, you should do your own survey. You that is a road safety, show me your driver's license. Show me the certificate of where you trained you. When you start driving, these are the things you should check and leave me and what I take. What I take does not concern you. As long as I'm not intoxicated, I did not walk on a line and I bend the line or I fall off the line, allow me. It's for my health. Do you want me to die?
Okay.
As I'm alive, don't you like it?
Okay, all right. Obviously, we want everybody to be alive. Okwandu is speaking to us from Arabia. Okwandu, welcome to the conversation, please.
Good morning to you once again.
Good morning. Good morning, please.
Yes, you see, this topic is very, very important. But I think it is very, very dicey. If you look at how drug abuse have taken deep into our society, and those who are involved, you will really understand what I'm talking about. You see, one early morning before 7 o'clock, I was at Moscow Road, exactly at the place we have this police headquarters in River State. I was surprised that I saw a policeman who kitted up very well. He just came out immediately. What I saw in his hand was this alcohol that seems to be in bottle. He opened it immediately, and at one swell swoop, the whole alcohol entered into his mouth. I was shocked. I said, this is a law enforcement officer. And he was on his way going to do one duty or the other.
And he was wearing his uniform.
Hello?
He had his uniform on?
Yes, fully kitted policeman.
Wow. That's
fully kitted. So you can also agree with me that most of these our politicians, if you hear their voice on the radio, the way they are talking, you know that something is behind all those voices. If we are going to implement or if we are going to enforce this person of drivers or commercial bus drivers and alcohol or substance abuse? Who is going to do it? Is this still the people who are, okay, even the task force people that we are talking about, the regular task force from Obiabo or every other local, even the River State government, sometimes when you come close to them,
they smell
are immersed in alcohol.
Okay. All right. So Okwando says, look, who's going to enforce it if we're to start? We have Divine in Woji, but Kenneth is now. Hold on. Kenneth, let's get to hear from you first. Good morning, Kenneth.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, please.
Nigeriainfo?
Yes, please. Go on.
Okay. I'm listening to your program. Concerning this particular program now, I'm a driver, but I'm a company driver.
Okay.
So many of us, I don't even know what is our problem. Most times I don't even think it's the alcohol that is the problem. Many of us are always mindset. Our mindset is always off from the road.
Okay.
Because most times, some people, they just feel sometimes maybe some major problem and all those kind of things. I always tell somebody, I'm not trying to talk on the radio. I'm one of the most careful human beings so far in this life.
Okay.
Because many of the passengers also, they lost concern also. I'm not the driver, I'm not the one driving. But I can easily tell many of our drivers that passenger that you can still talk to a driver.
Driver, yes.
If a driver misbehave, you can still tell the driver, bro, please don't go and do this, don't do this, so that you will not injure so many people inside or you end up killing people. Example like yesterday, I bought a bike. I was going to First Bank in Auda, all the way from the community I stay. Do you know that between this Auda, between this main road that lead to First Bank, that junction, the other side of the east-west road that Chetraco came to complete, is always a busy place. There's one issue at that junction before you go to First Bank. This bike man that took me, he did not even focus on the road. His mind was to get to that junction and cross to the side of the First Bank. If there was a bike that was coming from this other side of the promise, it would have hit you. Bros, calm down. That bike could have hit us first, or maybe the vehicle that was coming from Butako from the other side of the road could have hit us.
So you have to always pay attention. Divine, do you tell the person driving you to be careful as he's driving?
Of course I do. Some years back, before I owned a car, I was going to Akwa Ibom State.
Okay.
Precisely, correct my name. The driver that picked us from artillery, I entered from the park. When we got to that Ogoni road, the way he was driving, I didn't like it, so I cautioned him. I said, driver, the way you say, okay, leave me alone. No. Second time I cautioned him. The third time, Jude, if I had my opportunity of coming down where we were in the bush, I would have stepped down. But because I had no opportunity of coming down where we were, I was just praying within my mind. And then somebody was like, okay, let the man drive now. Suddenly, after about 15 minutes, we all kept quiet. You will not believe it. The trailer was flagging him down. So go to the left-hand side. He did not understand what the man was doing. I don't know. And then he put his head on overtaking, and we collided with another car.
Oh, my God.
Face before that Akwa Ibom Bridge.
Oh, my God.
Jude, guess what? 2 persons died in that incident.
Oh, my goodness.
2 persons died. A woman died in the car that was coming opposite us,
oh my God.
And a man died in my vehicle. God saved me. We all rushed to Ikoraba Central Hospital. What? And then no scratch, nothing, but I came back to Boreko to a drop. And I went to New Maiwan Hospital where I was assessed, and then no internal bleeding and all that. I was given drugs. What am I trying to say, Jude? Any substance you take, whether be it alcohol or drugs, that has the ability to influence your decision on the road, it is wrong. Because it's not determine the side effect, whether that wrong decision could kill 10 persons, a person, or take your life. So before you leave your house, you pray, God lead me. Avoid any substance. Road safety have the right to check that. For me, government should empower them to check that. And if possible, hand such people over to the police for arrest. Because you are hazard to those coming or going. So instead of you to be a problem to somebody's life, why not, if you want to drink, stay in your house and drink it. In your studio, Jude, I used to hear you say, your studio will say, if you must drive, don't drink. If you must drink, don't drive. Which means you shouldn't be a problem to those on the road. You could take somebody to the mouth.
You have.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's not on. If don't drive, and if you drive, don't drink. And the other caller says, "Look, it is medicinal." Well, as we are, there's civil that when you take the breathalyzer not just indicates that okay, you have taken alcohol, but it's also able to measure the amount, the concentration rather of alcohol in your breath. There's a certain level, I think it's 0.2 or 0.3. Once it's above that level, right, you are going to be asked to pull over, spend some time in, because we cannot assume that your responses will be as should be. We're not under influence. Well, good morning, please. Welcome.
Life is to drink. Life to drink is different from going road to not drive. So that any everyone say that is my coach and not meeting. But because all the people that have been dying, boys and youth. So what government is to do is that they should be more proactive on the road safety law that they have established or enacted. They should use the personnel, the road safety personnel, to enforce those laws. Any person caught on the steering that is drunk, they should move the person. If the road safety mobile court is not strong and effective, or there's a compromise there, you should take that person to high court. Let that person lose the life. Should be proactive to save lives on the road. Okay.
Thank you much. He does go because we should continue, in this state. Facebook and X at Nigeriainfo PH at Nigeriainfo PH. All right. At Nigeriainfo PH. All right. Is where you'll find us. Okay, and we're getting reports of an accident somewhere in town. We'll probably get more details on that. So please, if you're around anywhere where there seems to be an accident, please report to the relevant authorities. You could call for the police, or if it's in town, there are hospitals, 2 very prominent hospitals close by. All right, there's one, the Naval Hospital is not too far off, and also the River State University Teaching Hospital is also not far off from that axis. So please do well to try and help save lives. Nelson is a room. Nelson, you're my final caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning. How are you? Very well, please. Thank you for calling. Thank you for your patience, please.
Good to hear you, and your presentation is a very nice one.
Good morning.
Yeah, please, I want to issue, or maybe you help me, that the road safety, road safety. The way people drive there, I think there should be a break at there in both sides. There should be a speed breaker because the way people, when you are ascending and when you are coming, the speed they come with, whether they are influenced of alcohol or whatever, I don't know. But I feel that there should be a speed breaker at the roundabout so that people can slow their speed when coming there. Anytime I drive there, I'm always scared. Very scared of how people come in. You don't know what to do. So I would want to advise that whether they are under alcoholic influence or not, please, you should do well to put a speed breaker on that.
All right, thank you very much, Nelson. Let's quickly wrap up by reading some of your comments. Asetiko says, good morning to you. Please, it's called shining of eyes. Oh, okay, all right. Susan says, Jude, even Okada riders drink too. One carried me and it was smelling of alcohol. I was praying in my heart for him to drop me safely. When I asked him, he said he used it to open his stomach. Really? Michael says, good morning. Alcohol or strong drink are for people with mental issues to stabilize or forget their issues. So a normal person that takes alcohol is unaware of his or herself. No justification of alcoholic intake. No two ways about it. People should be properly orientated or reorientated about this. Anyway, please don't drink and drive. Thank you.